Okay. Very good morning, guys. So, just a minute here. Yesterday, I was trying to upload the notes and failed. Just a second. What's happening? Let's see. Something is failing when I upload the notes. Okay, I'll do it. Meanwhile, yeah, so yesterday we just been completed with filters, right? Okay, the next topic is going to be Ajax and jQuery. Say, Ajax, if you recollect, I was already explained you about this Ajax earlier. When did I explain you means once when I was explaining about the remote attribute. Once when I was explaining about the remote attribute in the class, I explained about the Ajax. So what is Ajax? Ajax basically it is a process of Ajax actually is used for submitting a page in the background without submitting the whole page, a partial submission of the page. I given you an example also. What is that? If you are watching a website and on the website, if there is a score, cricket score to be displayed, the cricket score should be updated regularly now. And all this should happen without submitting the page. All this should happen without submitting the page. So by using Ajax, I said we can update only a part of the page. Means there'll be a submit performed in the background now. What submission? Partial submission. Without a full page submission, what will happen? Partial submission will happen. Means a particular part of the page will be submitted to server, gets the output, and displays the output on the screen. And all that is done by using Ajax. Ajax is not a new technology, guys. It's not a new technology. It's a new coding style by using all the existing technologies. By using all the existing technologies, they combine together and they design the concept called as Ajax. So your page will be like that only on a timely basis. On a timely basis, you can set the time on your own. How to set, I'll tell you. You can set the time on your own. On a timely basis, what will happen? Suppose you set the time as 3 seconds. For every 3 seconds, without your knowledge, okay, it will send a request to server. Gets the response on this server and updates the page. Got it or not? Okay, so that is what. So come on, let's try to understand today about this Ajax. Ajax stands for asynchronous JavaScript and XML. Is a web development technique using many web technologies on the client side to create asynchronous web pages. Remember the word asynchronous? Asynchronous is parallel processing. One in the foreground and one in the background. Multi-threading is asynchronous. Okay. With Ajax, web pages can send and retrieve data from a server asynchronously in the background without interfering with the display and behavior of the existing page. It won't disturb the UI, guys. It is not going to disturb the UI. You are going to fill some data there. That's not disturbed. Suppose you have a text box on the screen. You're trying to enter something and suddenly the page is refreshed. Array, see, you're filling a text box here. Page is refreshed. And all the data what you entered is lost now. Again, you're required to start from the first. Again, you're entering, again refreshed. It will be irritating. So without disturbing that UI, what it will do? A background work now. Yeah. By decoupling the data exchange layer from the presentation layer. Understand the terminology correctly. By decoupling means separating the data interchange layer from louder. See, the presentation layer is not disturbed for you. And then decoupling the data interchange layer. The data interchange layer is working in the background. It is working in the background. Ajax allows web pages to change content dynamically without the need to reload the entire page. No need to reload the entire page. A part of a page is going to be reloaded here. Got it or not? What is it? Only a part of a page is going to be reloaded here without reloading the whole page. What is reloaded? A part of the page is going to be reloaded. Yeah. Ajax is not a single technology. It's not one technology, but rather a group of technologies like HTML and CSS are used in combination to mark up and style the information. See, let us take the cricket score example. Take the cricket score example. You're reading something or you're entering something and the cricket score on the page should be updated. So what will happen? A request goes to server. It'll get the response from there. After response is getting, the response should be displayed to you or not? Tell me, to display the data, it uses HTML and CSS. It'll use HTML and CSS. HTML and CSS are used in combination to display and style. See, not only displaying, styling is also important. Huh? HTML is to display, CSS is to style. Next, the web page will be modified by JavaScript to dynamically display and allow the users to interact with the new information. Means what is that? In the background, JavaScript will be playing a crucial role in exchanging the data with the server and getting the response. I repeat, in the background, JavaScript will be playing a crucial role in exchanging the data between the server and the client. Okay. Next, the built-in XML HTTP request manager object within JavaScript is used to execute Ajax and web pages, allowing web applications to load content on the screen without refreshing the page. And to do all these things, here in the JavaScript, there is one object. What is the object? XML HTTP request. Understand, it's a request object. It is a request object, and this particular object is sending a request to the server now. I repeat, this particular object is sending a request to the server, and it's a part of JavaScript. It is not separated. It's part of your JavaScript only. So inside the JavaScript, we have XML HTTP request object. This is going to send a request. In this process, data should be exchanged between client and server or not. To exchange the data between client and server, earlier they used to use XML. The name itself is that one, the XML. And today they have updated this to JSON. I already said you the difference between XML and JSON to you and the importance of the JSON today. Okay, so you can read the continuation. XML or JSON are used for interchanging of the data. Means it's a combination of various things here. What? HTML, CSS, JavaScript, XML. Oh, XML HTML because is the part of your JavaScript only. Next, XML or JSON. XML or JSON. Okay, I'll tell you in a better way. First, say HTML and CSS are used for presentation here. XML or JSON is used for sending a request and getting the response now. Data interchange. For data interchange, XML or JSON is used. Now to present the data, HTML and CSS are used. Okay, now to perform this request and response, who will help? The class, sorry, the object. Which object? XML HTTP request object. XML, and this is responsible for the communication between the browser and the server. This is responsible for communication between the browser and server in the background. JavaScript is the one which brings all these things together. JavaScript is the one which is going to bring all these things together. Did you understand or not? Let me repeat. First thing is to exchange the data between the client and server. What is used? XML or JSON. To display the data, HTML and CSS. Okay. To send the request and response, XML HTTP request. And JavaScript brings all these technologies together now. Are you clear? And all of you carefully understand this. Ajax is not a different language. Just existing technologies used in a new way, in new ways. It's not a new one or everything is old earlier, but all the things are combined together and we try to create a new thing now. Are you clearer or not? Okay. See, basically, you heard about DeepSeek? ChatGPT, like alternatively, they designed the DeepSeek. DeepSeek became a big revolution on that day, and big major companies have lost billions of money. Billions of their share value got lost when DeepSeek was launched. And when you see the DeepSeek, when you go through that, read the article, they used so many microchips, like old microchips are used for designing this without using any latest microchips or microprocessors in designing. What they done is old microchips or old microprocessors are all used together to design the DeepSeek. Basically. Okay, read that one, go to the DeepSeek page or just Google about DeepSeek, then you will get the information about that. They did not invest much money on it by purchasing any new softwares. All their old one was used in designing of the DeepSeek actually. Okay, so they used only existing technologies, but they came out with a new concept called as Ajax. Okay, but actually we have a drawback with Ajax. What is the drawback, you know? Ajax implementation varies between browser to browser. I repeat, Ajax implementation varies between browser to browser. The Ajax we implement for one browser may not be suitable for another browser. Understand, guys? The Ajax we design for one browser may not be suitable for another browser. Means I need to write the Ajax code separate for each browser. Then this is a headache. Then why? Different browsers clients will use now. So I cannot rely upon them. I cannot, which browser the client uses, I don't know. So based on that, I require to write my logic again. Can we identify from which browser the request is coming? Means yes, you can identify. On the server side code, you can identify the request is coming from which browser. Did you get my point? Then if it is Google Chrome, you're required to provide a different Ajax code. If it is Edge, different Ajax code. Whatever it is, I require to write different coding. So many browsers are there. And it becomes a challenge. It becomes a challenge for us to write the code for different browsers. Okay? To overcome this problem here, JavaScript has a library called jQuery. You know the difference between JavaScript and jQuery? JavaScript is a language here. jQuery is a JavaScript library with all ready-made code. So JavaScript is basically used for writing raw code. In a sense, JavaScript is like C language. You're required to write everything from the scratch now. You require to write everything from the scratch. I want a button. I want a button in C language. C language doesn't provide a button here. You require to design the button. The advanced version of C language is C sharp, right? Yes or not? C extension is C++. C++ extension is in C sharp. Button is ready-made. If I use C language, I require to design and develop a button. But if I use C sharp, button is ready. Correct? Exactly. JavaScript is a language like C language here. jQuery is an advanced version of JavaScript now. It has a built-in library which has everything ready-made now. Clearer or not? Okay, so the JavaScript and the jQuery. So the jQuery provides inbuilt support for Ajax. jQuery provides you inbuilt support for Ajax. And this jQuery will take the responsibility of generating the code separately for each browser. Then that is not my job here. For me, using jQuery if I write Ajax code, I will write the same code for every browser. And jQuery behind the screen will take the responsibility of taking care of the browser dependencies. Did you catch my point or not? So if I want to directly write Ajax code, it's a headache. Why a headache? I need to write separate code for each browser. But if I use jQuery and write Ajax code, then that is easy. Why? One single set of code I write and the remaining things you will take care. jQuery will take care. That is the advantage. See? Different browsers implement the Ajax differently. That means if you are adopting a typical JavaScript way to implement the Ajax, you must write a different code for different browsers to ensure that Ajax would work cross-browser. Did you understand the point? You are required to write separately for each and everything. But luckily, jQuery simplifies the process of implementing Ajax by taking care of those browser differences. Ajax will take care of all these things here. jQuery will take care of all these things. It offers simple methods such as load, $.get, $.post, etc. to implement the Ajax that works seamlessly across all browsers. It works for you seamlessly without any adding. It will take care of all the things. XML is commonly used as a format for receiving server data, although any format, including plain text, can be used. Basically, starting XML or plain text also can be used, but right now the industry is using JSON. It is using JSON. Modern implementations commonly utilize JSON instead of XML due to the advantage of JSON being native to JavaScript. So JSON, do you know full form of JSON? What is it? JavaScript object notation. So it's a part of the JavaScript only. It's a native. So because it is going to be a native to that, today XML is replaced with JSON. But earlier it is called as, earlier it is XML only. The full form of Ajax is also the same thing. Asynchronous JavaScript and XML. But the XML is now replaced with JSON. Clearer? Huh? Shall we see how to use this Ajax in our code with the help of jQuery? I will design the same thing for you. What is it? That cricket score example, what I said you, same thing will do. Okay, I want a page. Without refreshing the page, the score on the page should be updated. But where will you modify? I will modify in the background here. I may modify in the background in a database, or I may modify this in a text file. Somewhere I'll modify, but I won't refresh. When I modify on the background, automatically that should be shown on the front end now. Got it? We'll design the same thing, guys. Let's create a project. Empty MVC project. Let's take one controller inside of it and implement the things now. Okay, home controller. I want to go for a home controller. When it install all these things, I will do it. By default, the controller will come with an index action. Let's add a view for it and design it. Right click, add view. Yeah, here I'm writing some nothing special in this, guys. What I'm doing, I'm writing some code, date time dot now dot toString. So what I'm getting, the server date and time now. And here also the server date and time. And here it will get you both date and time. And I said, you remember last week or this week only, I said, if I give capital T, it will show only time. Hours, minutes, seconds. Hours and minutes. Only date. Like this, I can give different options there. Or I can tell the format of the data what I want also. I want the date in DD, MM, YYYY. We can just use it. See, when you put it here, the options are coming, see there, showing you what you can enter. Okay. So the uppercase T, long time. Are you clearer or not? Okay. So like this, we can just use. Okay. I'm not using, guys. Let it leave it like this only. Yeah. So observe it carefully what I'm doing. I used a div tag, and the div tag, I was showing the time here. And at the bottom also, I'm showing the time. Client time or server time? Client time or server time? Server time. Why? C# code. JavaScript code, client time. JavaScript also has a date object. I'm not using JavaScript code. What I'm using? I'm using C# code. And in between, I used a marquee. In between, I used a marquee. See, the marquee doesn't have any data right now. It is blank. So behavior is alternate. Suppose if I add something like hello world. Okay, let's run the page. Just a normal HTML. That's it. I did not write anything specially here. And you already know marquee tag. We used it earlier once when we discussed about partial views. Also, we used it, marquee. Okay. A simple page like this. And now concentrate on that. The content is hello world. No, guys, I don't want to show that static content. My requirement is I want to read the content from some file. I want to read the content from some file and display there. Okay, now where I want to read the content? From some file I want to read it. What files are an XML file? I want to read the content from an XML file and display. At XML, you'll use a text file, you'll use a Excel, you'll use a database, your heading. I am using XML. Are you clear? If you are using Excel, write ADO.NET code to read the content of the Excel now. You already know that. You learned in C# already. If you are writing in this, if you're storing a database, write the link or NT framework or ADO.NET code to read that value. What I am using is Ajax. sorry, XML. What I'm using is XML. Come back here. Sorry. I will remove this hello world. I don't want this. Just no content. So where you want to get the content from? I want to get it from an XML file. From an XML file. Okay. In my project, guys, in my project, I am adding a folder and naming the folder as matches. Anything you like here, matches. In this, I want to add an XML file now. Add a new item. Guys, just like HTML page, JavaScript, you can add XML page also. Search here. XML file. And I'm naming this as score.xml. Score.xml. I hope I use the same names in my code. Matches is the folder. Score.xml. And here I'm going to some XML content in it. Are you clear? Match will start at 7 p.m. here. Until then, I'm going to show only the information like match starts at 7 p.m. Indian Standard Time. Got it? This is what exactly I wanted to read now and show. Where you want to show? I want to show in the mark queue. I want to show in the mark queue. Okay, first to read this content, I need to write the code now. Are you clear? Watch. I'm writing a action method here. What is the action method? Get score. You write code in action methods only. Now you want to read from database also, you require to write in the same. I want to write some code in an action method. I want to name the method as get score. And the return type of this method, I want to use a JSON result. Remember JSON result? I want to use a JSON result. Okay. Public JSON result get score. So whenever you call this method, it will return the score for you in a JSON format. Okay, guys. Now what should I do? I need to read from the XML file now. And to read from the XML file, we are going to use link to XML. Remember 3 links. Link to objects. We use it on arrays and collections. You learned in C# already. Link to SQL. We already learned it in the starting of our database programming after ADO.NET. Correct? Third one, link to XML. We use link to XML for reading or querying on XML. We use it for querying on the XML. Okay now? So how to use this, sir? First, put the namespace system.data. System.xml, xml.link. That is a namespace. For working with SQL Server system.data.link. For working with objects, system.link. For working with objects, system.link. For working with SQL, system.data.link. For working with XML, system.xml.link. That is a namespace to be imported. Now, I can read the XML in my application and I can get the data which is present under this tag. Which tag? Score tag. Which is present under score tag. Okay now? So how to do it? First step, I need to read from the XML file. So if you want to read from the XML file, first you require to get the path of the file now. I hope you remember this. Clear? What will it get you? Physical path of the file. Get the physical path of the file for the given virtual path. And it's not the first time you are using. I already know this method very clearly. What will get you? Physical path. Okay. Now I need to load the document now. I need to load that document. How to load the document? There is a class called X element under. We imported the namespace now. What is the method name? Load. What I should pass? When I use it, what it will do? It loads into the application's memory now. From where? From the specified location. Means the file is first loaded. The file is first loaded. Now, after loading the file, now you can read the content now. You can read the content. How to read? Simple here. Doc dot element. Which element? Score element dot value. So score element dot value refers to this. Are you getting me or not? And that value is captured here. Okay. Okay. I did not use a JSON, I think. I simply used a string only. Hey, method can return string also, na? Starting, we started with string returns only. What to do? Return score. Did you understand the 4 lines of code? Just, I clearly described each and every statement to you. If you have any doubts, let me know. First line, that is old code only. No need to talk on that. What you require to talk is only second and third lines. What is the second line doing? You want to read from a file means you need to load the file first. You need to load the file. The file is first loaded into memory. Second step, you're reading from that. Very simple here. Doc dot element. Which element? Score element. What do you want? Value. So score dot value will give you the value. And that comes into return score. Clear? Huh? So this is a method what I added. Yes, I taken the return type as string, guys. Return type is string. So I given the comments also for you. Is the method clear? Tell me. Okay, this method should be called. This method should be called. Okay, and after calling that method, the content should be displayed here, guys. Are you clear? One way I can call this method is, regularly, you can just call this method by JavaScript. You can call this particular method, or it's an action method. Na. Array, HTML.action also will call you the action methods. We called action methods earlier. See, remember a partial view? A partial view we written as an action method, and we called that action method on the regular view now. How? At the rate HTML.action, not action link. Action. We'll call an action method. So I can call that action method here. And when I call the action method, a string will come now, and I can show the output for you now. But drawback is, tomorrow, if I want a call to be made, means match got started here. When match is started, the content is being changed in an XML file now. Okay. So now the time is 7:10. Match started. First over completed. The score is some 10 runs for 0. 10 for 0. I want to show that score now. Are you getting me? If I call this action method right now and get the output, for every 5 minutes or every 10, the user should refresh the page now. And I want all this to happen without refreshing the page. That is our target. Are you getting me? So we are going to do this call. Which call? A call to this action method using jQuery. We are going to call this method by using jQuery. So to do that, first install jQuery in your project. Okay. I'm installing from here. Install hyphen package jQuery. jQuery is installed. Now once jQuery is installed, come on, bring it here. Scripts. jQuery. Okay, now I'm going to write the code here. See, drag and drop the jQuery file. drag and drop the jQuery file. You just require to drag and drop the jQuery file. jQuery FN 3.7.1 min.js. Basically, your version here I specified, but whatever is your version, I don't know. The current latest version is 3.7.1. I put, but exactly what should come there? The version. So better I will mention here as V or version. I don't know what is the version. The appropriate version will be there. Okay, now. Fine. And now I'm going to write the code here. I'm going to call this method. What method? Action method. I'm going to call the action method. How I'm going to call it? I'm going to call it by using the jQuery and Ajax. jQuery is a library that has inbuilt support for Ajax. And means you record write some JavaScript code, right? But if you want to write JavaScript code, then you're going to use script tag now. You're going to use a script tag now for writing the JavaScript code. And you know that JavaScript can be written in header also, JavaScript can be written body also. Anywhere you can write JavaScript code, no props. HTML only. Okay, we are writing the JavaScript code in the body tag. And here, let us write one function. Let us write one function. What is the name? Load data. Load data is a function. I want to load this particular data. And I want to make a call right now. Not a direct call here, Ajax call. I want to make a Ajax call. Okay now? So guys, look. There is a method. There is an inbuilt function. There is an inbuilt function in jQuery. There is an inbuilt method in jQuery. What is that? $.ajax. $.ajax. And here you're required to make a call. Okay, call, what should I specify? You need to specify some information now. Which method you want to call? Which method you want to call? Whether that is a get method or post method. You're required to provide some information now. Are you getting me? And all that information is provided in the form of parameters here. Means we open the curly braces, means we supply the information just like JSON now. We supply the information in JSON. Remember JSON? Curly brace, key values. Are you clear? See how the information is supplied. Watch it. First key, URL, value, home controller, get score. Same project only na. If it is from a different location, you're required to specify the domain name also. If I don't specify the domain name, what is the meaning? My project only. Okay. Next, you're required to specify which type of method is it. It's a get method, get request. Same way we'll have post request also. I'll show you that also. First we started with a simple application. We'll see post request, put request, delete request, different types of requests will be there. We'll see all those things. I hope you remember this earlier we discussed. I'll tell you later what is put to delete. I said you. We'll see all these particular things now. Okay, type is get. It's a get request. Next, it is asking, do you want to cache this data? No, don't cache. Why? Score will keep changing. Don't do any caching. Get me latest information always. Get me the latest information always. Okay. Next. After this here, we have two more parameters. Success, failure. If success, what should happen? If failure, what should happen? Did you catch me? If success, what should happen? If success, display the output in the marquee. If failure, show me an error message. Are you getting me? Okay. So basically, observe this, guys. Success. Concentrate on this. What I'm doing, if success, something should happen now. That logic I've written in a function called F1. That is a separate function call now. The name of the function is F1. Same way for failure, I want to write the logic in another function called as F2. So error. F2. See guys, all this information is in the JSON format. Curly braces, key value. Key value. We need to provide all the information like this to you. Still, some other additional parameters are also there. Going forward, I'll teach you. Did you understand all these things? So once again, I'm telling you, if you want to make a Ajax call, if you want to make an Ajax call, what do you call? $.ajax is a function. For that function, you're required to provide all the information. Array, method is there here. The method should do something. You'll pass information to the method now. Same only I'm doing now, but this information is right, not the best. Are you clear? Otherwise, just way you can tell. Anonymously used curly braces, you key value we pass it like that only. See, if you do a para constructor in and object initializer, initializers to initialize, na? Same way, this is JavaScript style now. This is JavaScript style. Open the curly braces and provide all required information. Are you clear? You need to write two more functions here. One is F1, another one is F2. Come on. Function F1. And here write the code for displaying the output marquee. Displaying the output the marquee. Guys, in JavaScript, how do you refer to HTML element in your code? Array, if I want to access HTML element in my code, how do you access? Louder. Direct idea. Complete code here. To get element by ID. How you should get it? How to get? Element dot get element by ID. And you're required to provide the ID of it. Did we give an ID for our marquee? Yes. For the ID? Say. But you don't require to write document dot get element by ID now. Why? I'm using jQuery. I'm using, if I write a JavaScript style of code, then compulsory you should say document dot get element by ID. But if you write jQuery code, no need all these things. In jQuery, it's very simple. How you know? Dollar. In jQuery, everything will be coming with a dollar sign here. A dollar sign will be there to make a call to anything. Hash M1. That's all. That's simplified now JavaScript now. So no need of writing document dot get element by ID. Simply what you say, dollar hash M. Or you want to refer Xbox. Hash txt name. Directly refer to the Xbox. Okay. And now in the marquee, I want to refer to this. In this marquee, I want to assign my value. Where do you want to assign? I want to assign this as an inner HTML. Do you know what is inner HTML? H1 by H1 hello world. What is this one? Starting tag of the element now. This is the starting tag of the element. By H1. This is the ending tag of the element. Now what is hello world? Hello world is called as inner HTML. We call the content between the starting tag and ending tag as inner HTML. That's called inner HTML basically. Are you clear? You can directly refer to that, guys. Dot HTML. There is no need to write inner HTML also. Again, if you write this in JavaScript, inner HTML you should write. But in jQuery, HTML. And it's a function here. Pass the value here. That's all. Pass that information. What information? What information is? When you make a call, we get some response now. When we make a call, we get some response or not? Some response will come now. The response is automatically passed to this function. The response is automatically passed to this function. I don't require to write any logic to pass that information. If it is success, the data will be submitted to the function. And simply write like this, response string. What is the response string, sir? Any name here, right? str also will work. Why? In JavaScript, we don't have data types. Yes or not? Generally, if there is a data type and a parameter, what you do, you specify that now. You specify that something. Suppose you're writing a function here. When you write a function, you want to pass a parameter to a function in JavaScript. Function F1 is a function. For this, I need some input. If it is C sharp, you write str. If it is JavaScript, that's all. Str is a name of your choice. Correct? I'm giving the name as, I'll use the response string only in my code now. So this name is user defined, predefined. That only, guys. Here also I'm telling the same thing. The value is a string, correct? That value is automatically passed to F1. And you can read that value in the code. And inside of it, you can write anything there. You can write anything. I'm sorry. You can write anything over there. Okay. But if you want to write it, you should declare it first. Correct? Watch. I declared a parameter for this. What is the name? And the same response string is used. And the confusion what you will have is, okay, sir, you written a function with a parameter, but when you're calling, don't you pass it? No need to pass it. That is a specialty I'm telling you. JavaScript doesn't ask you to pass it. When it is success, automatically it will pass the data. Are you clearer or not? When it is success, it automatically passes the data. Today, it's a normal string. Next examples here, we will get complex JSON data. Not one record, not one record. We will be getting a list of records. And recollect, lists, list of, suppose I want to work with customer, a list of customer will come. Then also, I don't require to pass it here. Simply what I should declare here? Customers. Why list of, where no data types in SQL, JavaScript, there no, see, if you want to write a method in C# that takes a list, how do you write? Tell me. You want to write a method in C# that takes a list. How do you write? Public void something, some test list of customer. This is your C# style of coding, correct? How do you write the same thing in JavaScript here? Function test. That's all. JavaScript doesn't have data types. So directly customers. What will come in the customer, sir? A list will come. Implicitly typing, implicit conversion, that's all. So here I declared something. What is the name? Give whatever name you want, no problem. Any name you give. Just it is a response. That's why I called it as a response string. And the response string is directly passed to the success function. And you don't require to write any extra logic to pass on the information. Straight away the data will come here and will be displayed. Sir, what about error? If it is an error, display the alert message, guys. If it's an error, display an alert message now. If you are not able to get the data, display a alert message. So if it is success, it will call you F1. If it's a failure, it should call you F2. Okay, now? One more small thing. One more just small thing. You want to execute this particular function now. You want to execute this particular function. Every function should be called. I'm sorry. Yeah, every function should be called. Load data. Until and unless you call, this won't execute. If I run this, I won't see the output now. Why? Where did you call? You did not call it. In C# or anywhere. If you write a function, that should be called. Until you call, that doesn't execute now. Okay? I want to call it. When I want to call it in the body on load. Where? Body on load. Okay, let the page load. Right now you see, it is not going to show you any content. That marquee will be blank. Shall I call the function now? So that it will show you match starts at 7 p.m. IST. Okay, now? Come on, guys. Go to body tag. On load is the event. Load data. Are you clear? You're calling the load data. Save. Refresh. Stick load data near. With JavaScript is, if you have any errors, F2 is not defined. Oh, function name is case sensitive. There I written uppercase and there I written in lowercase. And the bloody headache with this jQuery JavaScript is, it won't show you errors. No compilation errors. Runtime errors only will come. How to see the errors? You learned in JavaScript classes. Right click, inspect. When you go to inspect, in the console, it will show you the error. See? F2 is not defined. Okay. Well, guys, it is defined now. It's reading the XML. What is the time? Array, what is the time? Is 7 p.m. You say 8:35:47. Yeah. Who asked you what is the content of it? What is the time I asked you? The time is 8:35:47 is the time when the page is loaded now. Correct? Now, guys, imagine if at all I'm going to my, I'll go to the place where the XML file is present. Right click, open with a notepad. Concentrate on this. Math started now, guys. Math started now. Here I'm writing score at the end of first over is 12 without any loss. Okay, now I'm coming here and saving this. When I save this, the score is updated, but it is not updated here. See, this is the problem. See, the score is not getting updated. If I want to update, what should happen? The page should be reloaded. Correct? Focus on the time, all of you guys. The page should be reloaded. Yes, reloading the page. But the content on the top and bottom changing now. Today that is a time only here, but imagine that's a large content we're showing, and for reloading, all the page reloaded and everything gets disturbed. Or the text box you're filling the data, suddenly page refreshed. It'll be irritating now. Yes or not? I want the score to change without page refreshing. Are you clear? I want the score to change without page refreshing. Means for every 2 seconds or every 3 seconds, it has to check the score and update me now. Means what is it? The score should change, but the time on the top and bottom should not change. Did you catch the point clearly? What should change? Score should change, but time should not change. So first decide yourself when you want this to update. Sometime 1 second or 2 seconds or 3 seconds or 5 seconds or something, you require to set some timer now. Okay, now? Guys, listen. In JavaScript, we have one inbuilt function, window.setTimeout. What is it? It's a timer, guys. It is a timer. What is that 1,001 second? For every second, call that function. Which function? Louder. Load data. For every second, you're calling the load data. So what will happen? For every second, the load data function will be called now, and automatically it will connect to the server and gets the output and will update the score on the screen now. Okay, guys. So let me save it. Once again, I'll refresh, and this is the last time I'm refreshing. I'm not going to refresh anymore. I'm not going to refresh it anymore now. See the page time. 39:13, right? Shall I update my score in the XML file? File, save. Updated, see, time did not change, verify. The time is not changing, but the content is changing automatically. Okay? File, save. Got it? So tomorrow someone is going to update the score in the background. Either he may update in the database or a file. Where he will update, I don't know. Anywhere he will update. But my application in the background will read that and updates my page. Just to have only 3 lines code. Imagine a big page which is updating the score on the top without reloading the whole page. It's a beautiful concept, man. Understood or not? Okay, it's going to be a very beautiful concept. By using this, we can design SPA applications. SPA applications means single page applications. Single page applications. We'll see what is that single page application in the next classes. Understood or not? And this is the technology behind many of the things what you are using every day, but you don't know. I want to get some information about ASP.NET, MVC, ASP.NET core. So I'm Googling it now. And when I try to type it, it is loading you the related contents there, na? Yes or not? It is loading you the related contents there, and that is also Ajax only. That is also Ajax only. Ajax only is the background which is going to display that to you right now. Oh, is it also happening with Ajax? Exactly. This also happens with the Ajax only. ASP.NET Core. See, it's not about getting the content. It is all about getting the related information. Shall we do that? Shall we do a similar thing now? Okay, we'll do a similar type of coding, guys. We'll do it. One more example I'm showing you. Okay, one more time. Let us recollect what all the things were done. We added one controller. This is a default page. And on the page, the score has to be displayed. To get the score, I'm writing a method. Get score. Return type is string. Then we created one XML file. We are storing the score into the file. Then this is the index.chhtml. jQuery. And nothing new here. You know this is a normal code. Then this is all what you need to understand. The script code. First, a function call. $.ajax means you're making an Ajax call now. You're making a Ajax call. Okay. And Ajax call, you're required to pass some information to it. First one, URL. Second one, type. Third one, caching is required or not. Fourth one, success. Fifth one, error. If success, what should happen? If error, what should happen? Okay, guys. Error. Got it? Why? We don't have the function, guys. We don't have that function now. Error. See? Every second the call is making now and not getting a response, showing you the error. If success, F1. And what I said here, all the data what is loaded will be automatically passed to the function. The function should declare a parameter to capture it. Understood or not? And this one, I said to you, what is this? This is equivalent to document.get element by ID of M1. But jQuery made it simple to you. What is it? Hash M1. Hash M1. Okay, but you're required to put a dollar prefix dot and pass on the response. This one refers to what? Inner HTML. But here the function name is HTML. Pass the string there. It will automatically update you the content. And there's nothing here to explain you. You know window.alert already. Okay now? And did you understand this line of code? This line is a timer. It is a timer telling for every second, reload the content. For every second, go for reloading the content. So set timeout will automatically reload the content for you for every second in the background. So how will it reload? By calling load data. Load data function is called, and load data is a logic to get the data there. Okay now? I want to show you designing an autocomplete text box. Designing a autocomplete text box. Okay, forget about autocomplete here. Forget about autocomplete. First, I wanted to create you a page. Okay, first let me focus on that. Then I'll tell you about auto completions and all the things. Just my initial requirement, forget about autocomplete. My initial requirement is different. What is that? I am configuring ADO.NET NT framework, guys. New item, data, test EF, server, SA, 1, 2, 3. I want a table which contains a lot of data in it. I want a table which contains a lot of data inside of it. Okay. All our existing tables are having maximum 25, 26 records. That's it. That the employee that to 28 records something. No, I don't want. Okay. I'm using a different database here called Northwind database here. Northwind database. Okay. I provided this to you. I provided this to you already. Remember this Northwind database we used in our web forms. In the web forms we used it. Okay. You have it already on your machine now. Connect with it. In this, there is a table called products table. This products table basically it has a lot of data in it. Nearly some 70, 78, 77 records are there. You had a customers table, some 90 records. We saw that all earlier. I'm using this products table here. What is that? Products table. It has some 70 or 80 records in it. Click on finish. Done. Okay. Once build. All good. Now, what is the requirement, Simple, guys. I just wanted to display this data on the screen in a table format. Oh, we know it how to do it. We know it how to do it now. So let us add a controller. Product controller. Display products. DC dot. Sorry, we did not create the context class instance. Using dot models. Northwind, Northwind entities. Not MVCDB, Northwind. DC dot products. This is our regular code only. I'm not writing anything newly, guys. Now what you'll do? Add a view. MVC5 view. Click add. At the rate model. IEnumerable. Dot models dot product is a model. And here, write the code to display the data in a table format. I'm copy pasting a run it and see, you will see the output. This is all what we learned in nearly 10 to 15 examples. I shown you this, but different tables I used. That's all. Okay, guys, I got it. 77 products are there. Okay, now what I have: product ID, product name, category ID, unit price, units in stock, whatever it is. You can add the columns what you want to show. Guys, in the top of this page, I want a search option, guys. I want a search option. What is it? A text box. Tomorrow, if there are 1,000 products there, I can't scroll for all the things now. So I want to search. If you type it, it should show you that product information. Are you clear? So let me add a text box with a button. And when you click on the button, it should search you. Okay, now? Base, you require a submit, right? Then you require a form tag. Form tag should be there now. Form tag, one text box, one button. And for the click of the button, we need to go to server and invoke some action method to perform a search. Okay. I want it on the top of the table. And how do you do that? See this code. You know this. I'm not writing anything new. See? Action method. Louder, yaar. Open the mouth. What is the method I'm calling? Product controller. Product name. Afterwards, a text box. What is the name? Submit button. And when I click on the submit, where did it go? Search. We did not still write this method. We need to write it. Just only designing part I'm showing you. Got it, see? Array, 1,000 products are there. Yeah, I want to search for some product now. I want to search for a product that contains the word something. I know something about it and I want to type for it. See, in Amazon also, so many products are there. How do you search here? Based on something you search. I want a bulb. I want a bulb holder. Something you try to type and the related items will come for you. Exactly. I want to search for something called cope. I'm typing this. Immediately, it should get me the items which contains that word cope in that now. Are you clear? It should get me the list of the items that contains the cope in it. So where it should be present? Or it can be in the starting or ending or in the middle, anywhere. See, take your mobile phone. In the mobile phone, go to contact search. In the contact search, you try to type something now. You're typing as Raj. Array, the Raj can be starting of the name. The Raj can be in the middle. The Raj can be in the end. Anywhere you'll get that now. Is it not searching for starting? What is it searching? Contains. Understand the difference? Starts with means only starting, but contains. Anywhere it can be present. I type R. Wherever R is present, all that list will come now. Understood or not? Exactly. The same thing only my requirement is also. And I want to write the code in the search. It will call you a method. Search product. We did not write the logic still. Come on, let's do it. Where product controller, public. Okay. So guys, I just going to call a method and the return type of this particular method is also going to be a view. A view result. What is the method? Search product. For this, you need an input. What is the input? The input entered in the text box. Text box name is search term. String. Search term. What you'll do? Write a query. Write a query now. What you'll write? Where products is equals to Okay. You can write a query from P in DC dot products where P dot product name dot contains what? Search term. Contains the search term. You can write a query like this. Or afterwards, select P. You can write a query like this also, guys. Without all this, you know this, na? DC dot products dot where. You can write like this also, na? P lambda expression P dot product name dot contains search term. Both styles you can write the query. You can write a link query, or you can write the inbuilt methods of entity framework and also fetch the data. You see, given like both styles of coding in your notes for you. Are you clearer or not? Both styles of code. Okay, a small thing here. When the user clicks, search term should contain some value in it. Am I correct? If search term doesn't contain any value, no value in the search term text box here, you clicked on it, all records should be shown. All records should be shown. Did you understand what I'm telling you? Empty text box here, click on that. Means user is not using any filters. So what should show? Take your mobile contact list. You don't type anything. Everything will come. See, you typed something, you delete. Array, all data will come back again now. Same only. I'm also expecting the same thing only right now. Did you catch my point? Okay. So exactly. So that's why here, let's add a small condition. If search term dot trim dot length is equals to 0 indicates text box is empty. Text box is empty. If text box is empty, what should I do? All the products. I want to get all the products now. Just a minute. Actually, I need to declare. Sorry. This will come in else part. Carefully watch. Array, I cannot again declare where products is equals to DC dot products. So where products is equals to DC dot products. Here also where products is equals to DC dot products dot where. What will this give you? All. What will this give you? Sir, 2 times you are declaring. Can't you declare it only for once? Basically, with where we have a drawback. Do you remember? You cannot declare where products without initialization. That's an error. Array, compulsory initialization is required. If you want, you can do it like this. This supports. Then remember the difference between where and dynamic. Where doesn't give you option to declare without initialize, but dynamic gives you. Understood? Now where is the content? Products. Now I should pass to the view now. Return view. Guys, answer me. Are you going to create a separate view for this? Array, what I'm asking is already we have a view for this. For this, are you going to create another view? No, here only it should show. Correct na? Launch the same view here. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Launch the same view. Which view? Display products view. But not with all the data. Pass the products. So what it will get you? Filtered data now. In the first case, all. Second case, filtered. You're passing it. I'm sorry, spelling mistake. Save it. Now run display products. Second time also output will be on the same page only, not another page. Because we are calling the same. What you are calling? Display products only we are calling and showing the output. Okay. I'm searching for a product called Co Search. Check it out. Clear? Okay. There is something like chai, some product like chai. I just got it. So I want to get back all my data again here. Arey, that only I said you. Remove, hit. That's what I said. Remove and hit. Automatically, you will be getting up all the data. I want to search for this. Oh, okay. I'm searching for something which is placed in multiple places. Fourteen 74. There are two separate products. Tofu, long leg tofu. These are two separate products now. Are you clear? Okay. So like it will search me all the things. Again, if I want anything, again, I'm telling you, I did not use Ajax here. I did not use jQuery here. This is our regular MVC code. That's it. Understood or not? So what we done? Earlier also we designed this page here. But today what is extra? Search is extra. Search is extra. We put a text box asking the user to enter the name, search, and for that we return a separate method. What is the method name? We are doing a search and passing the data for it. If you want, you can write here a query also, I said you. Anything works. Anything works. In the notes, I've given you both options to you. See, you can implement a query in any of the following two ways. This is one style. This is another style. Sir, to list not required actually. To list is not required. Why? Because I used where, but in the notes, what I used here, that is why I called it to list here. Here my declaration is in the notes here. I'm showing you this one now. Here my declaration is list. So that's why I called to list. You'll have doubts, sir. In the classroom, you did not call because in the classroom I used a dynamic. Dynamic is auto conversion and IEnumerable supports anything now. Are you clear? This is specific code, means type safe code. Compulsory lists only accepted. But the code what I've written in the notes is generic. This is generalized. Anything is accepted. That can be a list, that can be a query result. Whatever you get, it will come for. Provided you use dynamic here. Okay. So just in the starting stages, I recommend you using like this only. So you need to understand dynamic means what is it? I don't know. List means you clearly know now. That's when the starting stages write like this. Only later on, once you understand the subject going forward when you work in the real time, then you use dynamics. But now I don't recommend you using dynamics. Okay now? Understood all of you? See this? 0. All products. Otherwise, selected products. Either like this or either like this. Return view. Okay. Now I want to use Ajax and jQuery. What is that, sir? If I come here and if I start typing now, if I start typing this, I want to search for something. I've started typing. Q, I typed it. Why don't you show me all the items related are starting with Q now? Not contains Q now. What is it? Starting with Q. I'm typing, say, in your search, say, you're typing, automatically the content gets filtered in your mobile phone. When you type, the content gets filtered for you on the mobile phone now. Same way, if I type Q, please show me all the items that are starting with Q. Just like how I saw in the Google. Understood or not? So if you show me like that, I can directly select from that list without typing. It will become easier for me now. Okay now? So that is what I'm expecting. That is what I am expecting. Clearer or not? Actually, we call it as autofill. We call this mechanism as autofill. Autofill. And jQuery directly has that inbuilt support. jQuery directly has that inbuilt support. For what? Autofill. For a autofill, we have that inbuilt support basically. Remember in your browsers also that has inbuilt support. You notice it when you try to clear the history of the browser, it'll ask you about these autofill forms also. Autofill is an inbuilt support there. And for that, I don't require to write any extra logic for this. Autofilled is available, but you're required to invoke some function to do the filter activity on the server now. Did you get me? Client-side coding is not required. Directly, autofilled is available. There is a function called autocomplete. There is a function, inbuilt function in jQuery called as autocomplete. You can call that. You can call that autocomplete. Okay, you can call that particular function. And if you call that function, it will do the work for you. Okay, let us see how to achieve that. Let us see how to achieve this. Yeah, you guys are clear with this. I copy pasted this code only there. Sorry. You guys are clear with this? What's it? Search product and this code. This is what I copy pasted for you in the body now. Body. Okay. Now I want to write a autofill code now. I want to write the autofill code. If you want to write the autofill code, guys, watch. I'm writing a script tag here. I'm writing a script tag here. And I want to write some Ajax code now. I want to write some Ajax code to perform a autofill functionality. Just watch it. Observe this code carefully. Observe this code carefully. What is it? Dollar function. So function doesn't have a name. Anonymous method. Anonymous. Remember anonymous methods in C#? A method without a name. A method without a name. This is an anonymous function. Why? If you write a function, you're required to call it somewhere. But if it's anonymous functions are directly linked. We don't require to call it specifically anywhere now. This is an anonymous function linked with. What is search term? Text box. That is a text box now. See there, $# search tab. Alright, that only explained in the previous page also now. $#M1. $#M1 refers to marquee. Same way, $# search term refers to text box. The inbuilt function called autocomplete. An inbuilt function called as autocomplete. Okay. And source. What is the source? You're calling an action method. You're calling a action method. URL.action. You did not write this here. You need to write this. This is an action method. You need to write this on the server now. Sir, earlier you written search product. Now get products. It is a get products what you're required to write. And in the get products, I don't want all the data. I want only names. What I want? Only names. I don't require all the products data, guys. What I need is only name. That's it. I need to write this particular thing. Okay. So how to call it? Dollar function. And you're required to write the body now. How? Autocomplete. And here you're passing the information. You can see just like anonymous type now, curly braces. Are you getting me? Yes or not? Okay. So basically this is a anonymous method. This is an anonymous method. Sir, can't we use a named method? You can. You can use a named method. But if you use a named method, you need to bind it again. See, in the previous example, we written a method called load data. Did it execute? You called it again. When? On load. Until you go to the body on load, the method did not call now. But this will automatically execute. I don't require to do any bindings. This code is directly linked to the search term. If you start typing in the search term, automatically this code gets executed. And again, it is a Ajax call. The page will not be reloaded. The page will not be reloaded. Got it or not? So what is pending now? We need to write the get products code now. We need to write the get products code. If you write the get products code, that has to execute for you. And get products should search for contains starts with louder. Starts with. It is not contains. And it has to send the data or it has to send the view. This is search product. What is it sending? View. Now I'm asking you the new function what we are going to write. What is the name? Should it send the data or view? Think wise. Data, yeah. Why the view? Data, just data should come there now. That's all, not the view. Are you clearer or not? What should come? Data, not view. View should not launch. View should launch means again reload will happen now. Array, we want to see the output without a reload. That is the plan. Only data should come. Are you getting me? So the return type of your method should not be a view result. What it should be, sir? Only data. One value or multiple values, sir? Louder. Multiple values, not a single value. It is one value, fine, yeah, but the multiple values. JSON. We are going to pass it as JSON. Do you remember when I explained you JSON result on that day? I have created employee list and passed it to the view, and the view showed you the JSON data on the screen now. But internally, what is it? List of employee. But output is JSON. Now also same, guys. What is it, see? List of string. Sir, list of product or list of string? List of string only. Why? You want to show all the data, only name. Only name I want. I don't want remaining information. What I want is only name. So list of string. Products is equals to, see the code. P. Product name dot starts with term. Only one only you're getting now. Dot to list converts your content into a list of string. Return JSON. What are you passing? Products. And remember this one? I want this in the get request. I want this in the get request. Yeah, this is a get request only. This is a get request. I'm asking for something. Get me the data. Get request. And here, all will be wondering, what is this term, sir? Search term. The text box name is search term. You're written as a term here. Are you getting my question? Actually, this is based on the jQuery standards. It's a fixed value. You should use the same name in any application. Tomorrow you write in Java also, you should write term only. You write this code in Python also term only. If you write this code in PHP also term only. That is inbuilt standards of jQuery. Did you catch my point? Okay. So what is the method name? Get products. What are you passing? The string term and writing the code and writing in the form of a JSON. Okay. And when you're expecting this call to happen, I'm expecting this call to happen when I'm typing. But you did not tell that anywhere. I don't require to tell that. Why? All that logic is inside the autocomplete inbuilt function. Autocomplete inbuilt function. But to execute this, I need to install some additional libraries here. I need to tell still more on this, but I think we'll continue the next session. We'll complete this in the next class. It's stopped here.